like to do really is ask each of you, and I'm going to start with you since you're sitting close to me, is could you just give us a sense of at what point you thought you wanted to join the industry and why, and what drew you to it, and what appealed about insurance over banking or anything else?
So I'm audible. So thank you for that question. I joined the insurance industry about 5 years back, and at that point in time, the thing that attracted me the most to the sector was the growth that the sector was showing. To be honest, because one of the key drivers for anyone who's looking out to join a company is their own growth with the growth of the company, and joining a sector that is growing fast was obviously a very important aspect of why I made the decision to come into insurance. But that wasn't the only one, because there's other sectors that are growing pretty fast too. One of the other key factors is being in a sector where there isn't a lot of red tape, where there isn't a lot of people who are already on top of their game, which doesn't give a lot of opportunity to someone who's just come in to get ample responsibility to be able to make their own sort of mark on the industry or on the company itself. Because what you said was absolutely true. You do want to join a company whose values resonate with yours, and insurance is a moral sector, I believe. It is a sector that does good for the nation, the people. It provides financial stability to the infrastructure, to the government as a whole. Uh, and it gives you ample amount of responsibility even at a young stage, which makes it a very attractive option.
Excellent, thank you very much. Rohit, do you want to give us your thoughts on the same question?
So personally, if you ask me, I never thought of ending my career in insurance. I started as a chemical engineer in a refinery. Then I don't. If you ask me to connect the dots now, going back, I still cannot put my finger on what made me come into insurance and stick to it. But I'm glad that I'm in this industry, and I'm glad that I'm working for a reinsurer. I'm glad that I'm in that time in that industry when things are changing at very fast pace. The industry needs a lot of talent. Industry identifies that they need talent to tackle the risk that they are writing, which is very new to the industry. Especially the technological risk that they are writing, they need a lot of good new amount of talent, and they've realized that they are now giving more responsibility to younger chaps who are joining in, and that gives us a good sense of responsibility, and that way we are able to help the company. And for that, for me, it's been an exponential learning curve. I've learned a lot of things since I've joined like 6 years back. I've learned a lot of things, and it's been a great journey so far. Yeah.
Very good. And actually, I think that's a very important point, that it's the insurance sector is clearly going to be a very big employer in the years ahead, but it's not just about volume, it's also about quality. And I think the point that Mike Morrissey was making was that we really need to be able to attract the best. So it's the cream of graduates, not the bottom 5%. And that's critical.
So the problem with India is insurance is still a push product, right? So people don't understand the concept of insurance as such. What in the last 3 years, the insurance companies have realized that they've increased their market visibility, they've done hard marketing, they are doing their best so that people have gained that financial education, and that way now insurance colleges are opening all over India, and that has so if you ask me a decade back when I was doing my graduation, nobody was trying to think to go into insurance because there were not many colleges. Now, if you ask people, there are some BCom graduates, there are some commerce graduates that wants to go to insurance. There are now bachelor degrees in insurance. So that education, when it is come there, it will help for younger talent to come into the insurance industry, and that will help the insurance industry a lot. That's what I think.
Elasa?
Good afternoon, everyone. I have the same mind frame as Rohit when I first joined the insurance industry. I never thought that I would be here in insurance since I have a BTech degree in civil engineering, and then after that I did an MBA in marketing as the majors and the minors as finance. But when I sat for my interview and then they questioned me regarding my past education, like how my civil engineering degree could be put into youth in this industry and how this industry is still growing and it needs people like us to understand the industry better. I thought, why not? And now it's been 2.5 years in this in my company that I've been working with, and I can happily say that I made the right choice. And of course, it needs people from specialized fields. People have this misconception that insurance is for it's a very general field, but no, we need specialized people from specialized fields where they can be it from coding, IT specialists, be it engineers, risk managers, everyone. This is an industry where everybody can work together.
Just before we move on, and on the question of gender equality, do you feel that there are as many young women being attracted into the industry as young men? Do you, are most of your peers?
No, actually, till now, I think people still are scared to get into this industry. It's mostly because they are not aware. They don't know the crucial role this industry plays in our life. But I think the only way to attract is if you make slight changes or maybe a little makeover on the maybe whatever the maybe whether it is while recruiting or while making the general audience aware of what the industry does and how it is useful for all of us. Of course, then maybe we can attract everyone.
Akshay?
So my interaction with the insurance industry is a little different from the other three panelists. I exited insurance industry for good in 2017. So I started as a surveyor with Cunningham Lindsay. They came to a campus and I was recruited for a surveyor training program. So I worked for 3 years and I was not really, I would not like to use the word happy, but I was not really interested in the work that I was doing. I was not really sure about where the industry was going. So I decided to exit for the good. And there is an MBA program for 2 years. I learned a lot of things about the industry, about market. So in those 2 years, a lot of changes happened. So I remember that in 2017, first article came about the sandbox program in IIDA. So things like that started changing in IIDA. A lot of regulations changed. There was a move towards new technology, the one that we classify as high tech. So basically, big data, cryptocurrency. What are the applications of that? So even if there were no proper guidelines or any framework about these technologies, there was a vision that we can actually use that in the insurance industry. So when I started from a second placement during my MBA, insurance companies were all lined up for the campus. So that is the time when I took an informed decision that yes, I want to join the insurance industry back again because things are changing for the good. So yes, when I talk about millennials or people who are from my generation, millennials, post-millennials, people are coming up next. Do they treat insurance as a very lucrative industry to work for or a very glamorous industry? I don't think that is happening. But with more information, with change in time, with new technologies, that will change. One reason that I actually am very sure about is that they're not really. What is the reason why people don't like insurance or find it very workable is that Chennai floods and Kashmir floods were mentioned in the last discussion. So I was there in Kashmir when the floods happened, doing some service. I was there in Chennai also. So these are two very different demographics in India when it comes to the economy, the purchasing power, the education. And in both of the places, there was one very common problem that people had insurance protection for their homes or their shops, but they did not know about that. So until there was a survey at their place, they did not know. So there is obviously a gap about that people don't really know what are they really covered or not, what are they covered for. So until we change that, until it comes from the consumers itself that okay, insurance, these are the scope in what insurance does, this happens. We won't be able to make it a very lucrative or very glamorous industry to work for. So it has to start, it's a circle that has to start from consumers, then it goes to the users who will end up becoming let's say the manpower for this particular industry.